We would like to thank everybody for being here in this space with us today and attracting this message. This is the Pleiadian collective that participates with this entity's higher self. We've been asking to step forward today so that we could share a little bit of information about the energetic block that you are manifesting within at this time. And these energetic blocks that we speak of, you can consider in your human understanding as a block of time. You are moving out of the preparation period and into the ignition period. And this is going to be a time of coming to understand the new energies and the new gifts within your body, coming to understand the new heightened senses and awarenesses within the actual physical body. Within the string of eclipses that have just happened on your planet, you have come into an awareness of heightened senses. There's a lot of people that are beginning to understand this energy from a place of maybe just feeling more sensitive and having some ascension, like changes happening, symptoms, if you will. And so we really would like to bring a lot of attention to that. We would like to bring more attention to that than normal. The line of eclipses that you have just experienced on your planet has removed, we would like to say, approximately 75% of all calcification that has been on the pineal gland. And the way you're experiencing this release of calcification on the pineal gland is through changes in your vision and changes in your hearing. These are the most prevalent symptoms at this time. Some of the other symptoms are also fatigue and change in appetite. But more predominantly, the collective can be expecting to experience heightened sensitivity in vision and heightened sensitivity in your hearing. And with the removal of this energy is going to be a feeling of having water in the ear and drainage in the ear, which are all things that this channel has talked about, as well as others, as far as moving through these energies go. And the reason that we want to bring this to your attention, and we are feeling that it is the time to bring this to your attention, is because you have shifted dramatically. The easiest way to calcify the pineal gland is through the lower and denser emotions. And a lot of people think that those lower and denser emotions are going to be things like fear and sadness, and some really deep lower vibrational frequencies. And what we really want to bring to your attention is that the simplest frequency of even frustration, annoyance, irritation, not that far of a deviance from your happy and joyful place. In this frequency, when you enter into the frequency of frustration, irritation, you are recalcifying your pineal gland. And that's why a lot of fear tactics are being used by the people who do not want you to wake up at this time, because they know if they even put you in this place of frustration, it is going to stall your ascension. And this energy that has been attempting to stall the ascension of the collective is losing its power by the minute. But it is very important for us to disclose this particular information about these frequencies so that you can choose to not dip into frustration and irritation any longer. When you dip into these frequencies, you stall yourself. Now, you can dip into these frequencies as long as your acknowledgement is there and you pull out of it as quick as you can. And by as quick as you can, we would make the limit 5 minutes tops. During this time, once you sense that the frustration, irritation is moving in, we would like you to bring your attention, awareness, and breath into the heart center, because this is where all of your power is at this time. If you are experiencing changes in vision, and by vision, we don't necessarily mean your physical vision. We also mean your etheric vision. If you're experiencing changes in this by ways of being able to interpret energies differently, seeing things moving out of the corner of your eyes, seeing new colors, seeing new light frequencies bouncing off things, experiencing auras and other energetics, this is going to be the decalcification of that pineal gland. These are markers in how you can know that you are going through this process at this time. The ears, draining of the ears, the feeling that your ears are being clogged, the sensation of water and fluid needing to come out of your ear. This too is a marker stating that you are going through the process of removing any calcified organic material that is collected around the pineal gland. And we would also like to mention that this calcification process that is happening within the pineal gland ties directly to the heart at all times. The same calcification that is happening of the organic matter around the pineal gland is also the same calcification and hardening that happens in the arteries when you are not allowing the energy to flow through the heart properly. This is why a lot of times in a lot of societies you are seeing a lot of what you would call like mainstream health issues, you know, and you are seeing a lot of health disease, heart disease within this hardening as well. And this just comes from not clearing out the heart center to clear the path for the ascension energies to guide you and assist your body in these shifts. Now, all of this talk of the removing of the hardening materials through both the pineal gland and the heart is used in your world as a sort of manipulation. By introducing frustrations and things that frustrate you or irritate you or just rub you the wrong way a little bit, you are steered away from who you truly are. And the people who manipulate your world are very aware of this. So we would like to introduce the notion of, because you are a light being, no longer choosing to stay in these emotions very long. And by shifting this energy and these emotions that you're feeling into your heart center, you are utilizing release to remove any hardening materials around the pineal gland and throughout the heart. This is imperative to your growth, and this is imperative to releasing you from the matrix. And the reason why it is imperative for releasing you from the matrix is because opening up your pineal gland is going to clear the pathway for the crown chakra and the third eye chakra to begin to work simultaneously and harmoniously. Within this, you are able to access your spirituality and the worlds that you come from. You are better able to clear out the density from your senses so you can perceive this world and this energy. And by this world, I do not mean your earthly world. I mean the spiritual world and all it entails. You open yourself up to a more multi-galactic nature. So we would like you to now begin to focus on this. We would like you to begin to focus on not being a human going through an ascension process, but being a starseed and a light worker that is going through the process of ascension and connecting back to your multi-universal nature. And you can do this by continuing to clear out your pineal gland and your heart center. Clearing out your heart center will clear out both the heart and the pineal gland simultaneously. Focusing on the pineal gland solely will not clean out your heart. And this is why we have geared your channel to continue giving you information on how to get into the heart center and allow these energies to reassimilate to the new heightened frequencies and repattern themselves and reorganize themselves within your body and your genetic structure. This isn't just the energy that is shifting. You are shifting. And because you are shifting, the world around you is shifting. You are changing your reality by changing your focus, by being stronger in your awareness. So with that, we would like to let you know that the path of least resistance in clearing out this density and hardening within the body is going to be through the heart center, through breathing in and out through your heart center. We're going to take a break through this transmission and just allow you to get centered in your heart and breathe in and out through your heart. When you do this, you should always feel an expansion. If you're not feeling an expansion, that just means that this is a practice that you need to dedicate yourself to more fully so that you can move this energy. Dense energy can be stubborn and will not want to always move around and shift itself, but the more you focus your awareness in that space and your intention through your breath, you'll move that energy fairly quickly. Your collective on your planet has moved into a space of instant manifestation. Now, your manifestations are happening on an instantaneous level, but your manifestations are now completely orchestrated through your heart center. So when you hold resistance in the heart center, you have resistance for your manifestations. The more you clean out your heart, the more you will see and feel yourself diving into this river of energy and just really flowing with life and being open in more ways than you have ever been open before. The importance of this piece of knowledge is so that you can take control over your energy in this time and space. You are no longer functioning in the same capacity that you were even a week ago. And with these new changes, we would like to clear the slate of what you think is going on and allow you the opportunity to begin to interpret the information through these new senses that are opening up for you, these new sensitivities. Now, if you are feeling extremely sensitive to the energies that have just come through, there's a lot of people that are feeling a little restless. The energy can feel a little frenetic, and if this is your experience, we would like to guide you into going within and focusing those sensitivities within. During this heightened energy, a lot of times people in your earthly realm are really feeling as if the energy outside of themselves is a little prickly and like little thorns. And when you feel this sort of sensation, because some people are feeling this throughout their entire day for days on end, and other people are feeling really good, but they'll have this overwhelming feeling of just kind of like the energy is a thorn and it's just poking at you a little, you know. So if you are experiencing that, your solution from our perspective is going to be taking these heightened sensitivities and going inward. Part of the reason you all are experiencing this in the facet that you are is because your skin is an actual mechanism that can decipher information for you. And if you think about all of the organs in your body, your skin is the largest. But because of the chemical compounds that have been added to not only your water, but your food, and the things that you are told are healthy to keep your skin healthy, you are essentially rubbing in density and adding density to this particular organ. And this particular organ is one that can carry the most light. Your skin is one that will carry the most light. So as you release this density from all of the chemical compounds and unorganic chemicals that have been added to the multitude of things that you consume and place on your body, you will begin to feel yourself in a very lighter sense. Almost as if the body itself is kind of floating above the actual physical body. It's almost like a split in the energy of the body that you can feel that's pretty tangible. So just note that from a broader perspective, we would rather that you choose to place nothing on the skin than to try to find things that are pure. Because there are not many things that are pure at this time. We would like to get back to the instant manifestation. Through your heart center, by staying in the moment and breathing in and out through the heart, you can manifest in the now moment everything that you need. The only thing that is blocking you are just some old thought patterns that are being held on to. As a collective, you are not realizing how truly expanded and different you have become, even in a very short period of time. These ascension waves that are coming in are adjusting you in a very physical sense. And we understand that nothing like this has ever happened in your realm before, that you can reach back to historically and get information on. So we understand that your belief in this extreme physical shift your collective is going through at this time isn't as strong yet. But we would really like you to take a few minutes every single day and begin to tune into the energies around you. Tune in to what your earth and your air feels like. Tune into what the sounds feel like. You're going to be able to decipher a very large amount of energy from something that you used to only be able to decipher a very small amount of energy. And this is because your senses are being expanded. And you are moving into this dimension this fifth dimensional frequency that is allowing you to access newer blocks of information. In a third density world, you are only able to access a certain level of information. And as you move into a fourth density, you are able to access an entire new realm of information. And this stems across multiple universes. This is not just information that you can be collecting from Earth and from your planetary systems that are close to you. You can access this information from many, many, many different places. And you will never know until you set your intent on making contact with this new energy. So we would like you guys to begin to take on almost this thought process of being in the role of being an investigator / scientist, where you are going to tap into these energies and discover them a little bit. What do they feel like? What do they sound like? What impressions are you getting from it? Tapping into thoughts. Your thoughts outreach themselves from you energetically very, very far. And if you're thinking about a star system and you are wanting information on that star system, you don't have to know much. You can sit with the thought that you want to make contact with some place that is otherworldly. If you are connected to a Pleiadian energy, you can go ahead and connect in that manner. The Arcturians, Syrians, there are just so many different beings. You can actually connect to ancient civilizations that have been here on this particular planet and have worked with this interstellar information back during the time that they have existed in this realm as well. So there are ways for you to begin to connect to this energy in a very new way. The most beneficial factor about all of this ascension at this time is going to be discovering yourself as a multi-galactic being. And we would like you to know that these pockets of DNA that hold this information and that have always held this information, because you all are a star being in your own right, and you are all connected to source energy, which means you carry any and all information that has ever existed in all worlds, all universes now. And you can access this because you are a multi-dimensional being as we speak. So, continue to work on your heart center. This is going to be the gateway in clearing out the pineal gland and the heart. This is going to connect you into these new higher frequencies. The heart center in itself is going to continue to shift you and mold you in whatever ways you need to be shifted so that you can continue to connect in this very intergalactic way. And we would also like to bring up that at this time, there is a very, very, very little window of integration that is necessary for this ascension shift that you are going through at this time. And in order for you to continue to experience these heightened frequencies in the most beneficial manner, it is imperative that you are doing what you know to do to heighten your frequency and to stay in a very high vibration. The period of ignition the igniting of your senses and DNA, your heart center, your pineal gland, all of that, which we are in right now. This will last approximately the next 4 weeks. But this whole period of ignition for the next 4 weeks is going to have a very, very limited assimilation period between these ascension waves that are coming in. And the reason being is because there will be a time, and there will be a time very soon, where you are not going to have any assimilation period at all. These heightened frequencies are going to skyrocket, and you're going to have to figure out how to match this frequency, because you are asking to live a very upgraded experience, and you cannot do so if you do not match these frequencies. So while in the beginning of the year, the assimilation period was giving you time to really integrate these energies and understand them and meditate and rest, you're definitely not given that sort of break and breathing room any longer. This is why so many people who can tap into these galactic energies and channel in them their higher selves have been guiding you into this space of now is the time. Because it's very important for us to line ourselves up with these frequencies that are coming in. At the time of this ascension shift that is going to be happening in just a matter of weeks, you are either going to be a match to this energy or not. And when this shift does happen, you will be immediately aware of your frequency and where you are vibrating compared to where you want to go and where you want to be, because you've been following and researching this information all along. But we're going to encourage everybody to step into this shift now, to start feeling around your senses and frequencies a little bit differently than you have in the past. Think about what you need to do to match the frequency of a fifth dimension. What do you need to do to hold love in your heart at all times? By going through these cleaning processes and clearing processes of the heart and the pineal gland, you will be able to reach this point in your ascension journey much quicker, which is a very, very beautiful thing. The integration period between these waves that are coming in is not really existent any longer. So keep moving and working within your own energy. Be aware of your energy. Choose to be aware of your energy. Choose to ask yourself multiple times a day, okay, where am I vibrating? What frequency am I in? And where do I want to be? You are in complete and utter control of your vibration, and you soon will understand how much you have control through this instant manifestation as it continues to make its self present and known in your reality. We would like to give everybody a little bit of a heart upgrade if you are open before we leave today. We're going to ask that everybody just gets into a comfortable position quickly. And if you wish to receive this energy, go ahead and put your palms facing upward in your lap at this time. And we're going to ask you to follow your breath in and out, putting your awareness and your sensory perception on your heart center. Breathing in and out, and allowing the energy of Source, the fifth dimension, and the multi-galactic beings that are making communication today in through the heart and out through the heart. Grounding yourself in love, choosing to ground yourself to the only stable thing that exists in all realities, in all realms, and that is the frequency of love. choosing to be in this frequency and really be aware of how it feels within the body, being aware of any sensations or thoughts that arise, and accepting them and releasing them with love. Breathing in through the heart center and out through the heart center. Your upgrade is now complete. As we part ways in this now moment, we would like you all to take a second and acknowledge the connection that's happened here today, this high energetic, high frequency connection that we've been able to make here today. And we would like you to feel the energy in the room that you were in at this time as your guides and soul family step closer into your energetic field, giving you love and compassion and letting you know that their presence has never waned. Thank you so much for letting us be here with you all today. We leave you with much gratitude and love.